Hello. I noticed the other day there were enough videos on my channel to go over the 30 per page setting, and it took me a bit by surprise. It didn't feel like I had so many, but it has given me cause to consider what I've done and what I want to do. There is a word that has been stuck in my head for a week now: ambivalence. It must be almost a year ago that I've given my first half-hearted look into the Flat Earth movement. What I saw then was not very convincing or inspiring. Fast forward a few months and a conversation with someone I know led me to have another look. I was in awe. I saw flawed experiments conducted which led them to conclude what they wanted to see, what they wanted to believe. By the start of 2019, a new batch of flat earth debunkers had already stepped in to counter the faulty logic and reasoning that was out there. So what could I possibly add? How many voices are needed to convince someone who refuses or fails to consider an alternative idea? Before I announced I was tossing my hat in the ring, I wanted to make sure I could bring my own unique flavor to the discussion and to represent my own insanity that best represents who I am. In one word, subtle. Unless we're not living in a sane and rational world and that the sun really is moving at a constant rate and what we imagine is a constant angular velocity is really the result of pink unicorns riding the sun like a surfboard, and are projecting psychic waves of energy down on the observer, and that all the centuries of observations happen to create the delusion that the sun is far away and that the earth is spinning. Still, why necessarily hold back? According to my research, some believe there is a distinct possibility that the moon is an alien spacecraft of some type that looks like the moon. It seems green reptilian lizard aliens must have realized they were trapped in their own dome-like planet and developed a sort of hyperdrive capable of creating a wormhole, and they were able to escape the confines of their own world. Must be made of organic technology, and the outer skin to self-illuminate must be bioluminescent. But that is a lot of work, and winter slowly gave way to summer, and with it came new ideas and a shift in direction. I was also interested in building things and working things out. Something that Bob the Science Guy said, gyro compasses. It would actually sound like fun to build my own, because I kind of believe that the best way to understand how something works is to try to build it yourself. Sometimes an idea would just come to me.
So flat earthers do not believe in gravity.
I have 265.1 feet above sea level. Up here, 266.4. Down here, 263.2. Let's go to the basement. 257.6. Let's put it on the floor. 253.7-ish.
As far as I'm concerned, that is proof of gravity.
And sometimes I'd have to work at it and would tend to overcomplicate something, making me spend days visualizing and thinking about it. But in the process, give me some ideas for multiple projects, each serving to fit a particular purpose. I could have one design that works anywhere in the world, a device that rotates on an axis, that when you align it to match the Earth's axis of rotation, you can then realign it to counteract the Earth's rotation and be able to measure the time. Still, I'm not immune to calling attention to specific topics that make no sense on a flat Earth, something that has no working model. The sunrise should be around 7:02. Is that this little sliver of red right here is clearly below the other clouds. And here you can see a little bit more over here, and there's some more over here. And then by the time the sun is getting up above the horizon, you can see the red is starting to disappear. If flat earthers want to try to explain why, if the sun is always above the cloud, why are sunrises and sunsets red? But what about ambivalence? In the 40 plus videos I made so far, I've been experimenting with a format and an overall theme. I never intended to be a serious debunker or set out to push my worldview. I get the feeling that others have, spending as much effort in their endeavors as trying to stop a hurricane with a fly swatter. What would best describe what I want my channel to become is a place that defines a goal and chronicles the process and the journey of getting there, sharing the results as I go.